Hey guys, it's Little Fritz Tix here, and welcome back to another Animal Crossing New Horizons video. Today I will be covering days 3 and 4 of my journeys on the island of Bootopia. These days are the biggest acts of change and evolution of a deserted island to a civilization, so this is why they're having a separate video than days 5, 6, and 7. Do not worry, they will be in their own video themselves. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Before I get started on days 3 and 4, on day number 2 at nighttime, Gulliver decided to land up on my beach. You have my pickled hair and peach already chipped on line, so... Wait, I don't see picture. Where am I? Who are you? Where am I? Oh, yeah. I know that one. I'm none other than Gulliver, seafaring seagull of the Seven Seas. Were you the one who kept nudging me just now? Thanks for the wake-up call. Those tasty hallucinations tend to sneak up on me. Can you find it in your heart to forgive these waterlogged bird brain? And ready your vacant expression is yes. Whew. Guess I dozed off and tumbled overboard again. That's an endearing character trait of mine. My crewmates love it when I slip over the bow. Oh, don't worry, the fellas will be here to rescue me in no time. Got an ace up my wing, you see. I'll just call for help using my handy-dandy... Oh my gosh! My handy-dandy communicator's broken. Is it handy or dandy? Sardines is all cracked and busted. It looks like it's missing a few communicator parts too. That means I'll have to wait for my crew to find me on their own. That could take a while. I forgot another nautical punch last for a couple of hours. I'm begging you here. Will you look for my communicator parts, please? And indeed I do. So yeah, Gulliver's Quest might seem a little bit fishy. Pun not intended for the sea. It might seem silly, but in reality, Gulliver's just this kind burb that wants to be saved, and we all love burbs. Away I go, trying to find the required 5 communicator parts that I need to find on the beaches of my island. Catching some bugs and collecting some seashells along the way, I finally managed to get all of them. It was relatively easy, and some of my friends said it was a little bit challenging because the little bubbles in the sand were hard to spot. After a while, I returned to Gulliver and gave him his communicator parts back, which he is very happy to see. Alright, the pieces are crammed back in here. Let's see if this thing can send a message.
Oh, hi there, crew. It's me, your brother from another rudder. So listen to Heather again. Can you swing by to pick me up? Send my coordinates now. Gulliver, over and out.
There, that should do it. You're the best. Thanks for all the help. I promise to return the favor. Be sure to check your mail in a few days. I'm going to send you something to knock your flippers off. Just make sure you put some flippers on before you open it, okay? So yeah, basically after that tedious task he told us to do, he's going to give us a reward, which is definitely going to be awesome to see tomorrow in the mail. Hello everyone, this is Tom Nook. It's 12:04 p.m. this happy Sunday. Now for today's news. Some starting news just in. We're moving forward with construction of the Bootopia Museum near the Blathers. Now I imagine we will be ready to build a museum on this very first day on the island. We're very grateful for everyone's cooperation. Anywho, we started construction for the museum at this very spot where Blathers had a stint. So sorry to inconvenience you all like this today. It is a shame to suspend your scientific endeavors. However, I'm hoping having a splendid new museum completed by tomorrow will make up for this little setback. That was a little message Blathers asked me to pass on to all of you. Also, my staff Jimmy and Tommy opened up the new shop today. It's a small shop, but the chain stock daily and carry a selection of goods sure to better your island life. Come by from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily, and if the store's closed, simply use the drop-up box to sell their items. Oh, one more thing. To celebrate the opening of the shop, we added a new catalog service to Nooks Shopping. The catalog lets customers see a record of items they've attained or purchased. Any mass-marketed items can be ordered directly through the catalogs to make good use of it. Now then, with all that said, I hope everyone takes advantage of the new Nooks Cranny. By the way, whenever we cover big island developments like this, we'll hold a special commemorative ceremony afterward. We'd like as many folks as possible to take part, so stop by resident services if you're interested. Oh dear, never fails, of course this would happen right in the middle of a broadcast. One moment please.
Hello, this is Tom Nook from Nooking, yes. What, the getaway package? Why, yes, of course! And that's all for today's island-wide broadcast. Sorry to put you on hold. Allow me to give you a full overview of the... Well, that was an interesting island-wide broadcast, not gonna lie. Jokes aside, I immediately head to Nooks Cranny, located near the beach, because it is going to be a major hub of buying and selling items on this island. Thank the Lord. Also, it seems like villagers also got houses as well, which is also mega exciting. Nonetheless, I decide to open my mailbox and I see a ton of letters and packages shoved right into my face. First off, I open up Gulliver's letter and he thanks me for saving him and his handy and dandy phone. Next up, there were a ton of Nook shopping packages for all the clothing items that I ordered the day before, so I'm excited to see how they look on my character. Also, the happy home designer decided to rank my home a B, which I'm not complaining because I didn't actually try to get a decent ranking. Daisy May also sent a letter as well, and she's the turnip seller, and I missed her. As you saw, I started the game in the afternoon, and she's only available in the morning. Also, Dodo Airlines sent me a gift as well. Now opening my presents, Gulliver sent me a Statue of Liberty. I'm confused, but I'm also very happy that he sent me such a big gift. Also, these amazing clothes are going to fit right into my wardrobe. The Happy Home Academy then sent me an old sewing machine, and Dodo Airlines sent me their own merch tee. What's better than free merch? Some little things that you might noticed, the walls of my house are different, and the wallpaper is actually from one of Timmy's rewards for donating materials to his shop. Also, the long chino skirt that I was wearing at the beginning of the video was from Pop-Tarts, which is very lovely. After some cleaning around the house, I decide to finally learn my DIY recipe of medicine from Rudy, which I got out of episode. Heading into Nook's Cranny for the first time, I see another familiar face. I was worried when I heard you were all moving to a deserted island, but this is much nicer than I imagined. It's so nice, even though we haven't been here all that long. In just a short time, Blathers has moved in, we were able to open up this shop. Experiencing new things every day has been a lot of fun. I'm so pleased to hear that. Actually, I came here today to check in on you all and see if you needed any assistance with anything. It's our way of celebrating your new shop. You know, we sisters like to help whenever we can. Any island ideas come to mind? You're too kind, Mabel. We're just overwhelmed that you even thought to come visit us. Oh, hey, I think... something come to mind? Well, we still have some logistical challenges to overcome. We depend on mail orders for our goods. Having the shop should make it a bit easier for us to obtain ready-made furniture and stuff like that, but we still need a clothing supplier. Aha! Something tells me that today is your lucky day. As it turns out, it's really not that difficult for us to get to this island. How about if I stop by every so often to sell some of our wares to our wonderful island dwellers? Oh wow, do you really mean that? Our residents will be so overjoyed. Of course, silly. If we can sell our goods here, it's a win-win situation for everyone. I suppose with that settled, I should head home and work out the details with my sister. Yes, please do that. We can't wait to see you here again. Oh, Flota! Sorry to keep you waiting. Thanks to your help, we've opened this amazing new shop. The shop is named in honor of a shop our beloved President Nook used to run. Welcome to Nook's Cranny. As you can see, we're offering ready-made furniture and items that can't be made as DIY projects. Also, in the back cabinet with the tools and other miscellaneous goods, we have wallpaper and flooring. We hope to fulfill all your shopping needs. After roaming around the store for a little bit, I decided to get some wallpaper and flooring because my house isn't really the prettiest house with the blue wallpaper and the basic flooring, so I decided to get the green intricate wall, which actually doesn't cost that much, as well as the white brick flooring, because it kind of matches the bright theme. Unfortunately, this combination of wallpaper and flooring didn't really match up so well. Later on, I decided to go to another person's island and buy some of their darker toned wallpapers in their Nooks Cranny. You'll see these wallpaper and flooring combinations later in this video. After shopping at Nooks Cranny, I go to the real Tom Nook and see him talking on the phone with some customers about the deserted island getaway package. Yeah, he's talking to some very stressful customers. Yeah, he definitely seems a little bit stressed. Floda, sorry to keep you waiting. I suppose you ever heard that call I just got. For some time now, I've been advertising that Mootopia gave away package, and wouldn't you know, out of the blue, we have 3 interested parties. Yes, it's quite wonderful, thank you. Wonderful, except for one minor little detail. None of our applicants are too fond of the notion of sleeping in tents, you see. I'm afraid I got caught up in the excitement of persuading them to move here, and I may have promised them fully furnished homes. 3 homes setting aside land preparing all the furnishing. It's just too much for one raccoon. But Floda, here you are in my hour of need. It's most certainly must be fate. Would you help me get these homes prepared? All 3 of them, of course. I will have to give you a good and proper thank you for your assistance. Yeah, he sounded a little needy, so I guess I'm gonna help the guy out. Oh, you're going to need some top secret instructions. When you're ready, come talk to me. Use the phrase, what should I do? Agent Nook out. Oh, this is fun. Anyways, after that little cutscene, I decided to go to the Nook stop and buy some important key features that I haven't done so already. One of these is the Custom Pro editor, which I'm able to create more custom designs for more clothing. And, of course, do my daily shopping at, well, Nook shopping. Where else would I be shopping at? By doing these daily routines, I finally get to attend the Nooks Cranny ceremony. Welcome to our dedication ceremony honoring Mootopia's brand new Nooks Cranny. Thank you! Mootopia truly started out as a deserted island. There simply wasn't much here, but now it's slowly beginning to develop thanks to the tireless efforts of, well, everyone really. I'd like to ask Timmy and Tommy to say a few words as representatives of the new Nooks Cranny. Timmy, Tommy, if you would please. Thank you, Mootopia. Because of you, we've opened a proper shop. My brother and I will work hard to make it the best shop, and I hope we can count on your business. Yes, thank you both. Next, a few words from someone who made many valuable contributions towards seeing Nooks Cranny built. Of course, I mean Floda, a resident representative. Anything to add? Woo! Yes, indeed. Thank you for your heartfelt and encouraging sentiments there, Floda. Everyone, please get ready to join me in bringing the ceremony to a close. Also, those wishing to take a commemorative photo should press the right button to do so. Yes, well then. With hopes for continued growth and to celebrate Mootopia's beautiful Nooks Cranny, hooray! After that little fun ceremony for Nooks Cranny, I decide to head back to the resident services tent and talk to Tom Nook because he still needs help on building homes. Before I do that though, Tom Nook tells me to build a bridge across a river so villagers can easily access the land beyond it. I was a little confused at first because I didn't know how to build a bridge by myself with the materials that I had. But thankfully, Tom Nook gave me a bridge construction kit recipe, so I am able to build the construction kit for the bridge to be built the next day. After looking at how expensive the bridge construction kit actually is to make, I realized that the flimsy tools that I have right now are definitely not going to complete the job easily. But thankfully, I got the iron tools, which are definitely going to be more durable than the flimsy ones will ever be. So I just decided to make all the tools. After gathering a lot of junk while gathering resources, I decided to go to Timmy and Tommy's to sell it. Unfortunately, Timmy did go on a big long rant on some of the features he provides. For example, the turnip market, which you can get more money from if you spend turnips wisely, as well as the hot item of the day, which is an item that can be sold for double the cash. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Also, he talks about how the drop-off box works as well. And with all the resources gathered, I am finally able to craft the bridge construction kit. Now, where to put it is the next problem on my list. After a lot of thought and consideration, I decided to put the bridge on the eastern river of the island. I did this because the eastern beach is a little bit more interesting than the west beach, and I think the animals are definitely going to access this bridge more than the west one, because, well, Renee lives close to here anyway. Another plus is that it's really close to my house, so I'll be using this bridge periodically. After setting up the bridge plot, Tom Nook gives me 3 additional plots for houses. This gave me some more ideas on where to put the houses because I'm able to go around the island and access it way easier than before. As shown here, I decided to put plot number 1 near the cliffside northeast of that little island in my island. After that, Tom Nook decided to call me and tell me some very important things that I need to know about these plots. He told me that there are specific interior and exterior items I need to collect and give to the plot in order for the neighbors to move in. Shortly after, I decided to position plot number 2 right next to plot number 1. I really wanted to see how lining up houses would look like, and so far, it's looking pretty good. And of course, Tom Nook has to call me again, but this time, he told me that he's going to give me a ladder recipe, which I already have. Lastly, I decided to place plot number 3 on top of the cliff that has been blocking my way for so long. Though this was kind of a bad decision because villagers can't climb cliffs, so this villager is going to be stuck up here until I'm able to create ramps. After the hard work of placing down plots, I decided to go and use a Nook Miles ticket to go on an island tour. As you can see here, I was debating on whether to get this monkey villager or not. This villager is called Deli. He's a lazy villager, and he is probably the cutest monkey you will ever see in Animal Crossing. After debating whether I wanted him or not, I decided to get him anyway because his name is also my sister's username, who is also called Deli, which you might know from Deli's Stuntastic Collabs. Also, who would resist the cuteness of his face? Like, come on. After the island mishaps, I decided to open up the message in a bottle which I received from there, which is from Axel. He gave me a DIY recipe for the barbell, and also here's a little sneak peek of my house. After doing a lot of fishing, I finally get enough bells to pay off my first house loan. Thank the Lord! Debt has been risen from my shoulders. It has been heavy. It has been the heaviest thing of my life. Tom Nook, get your money. I'm out of here. Shortly after, I decide to head to Tom Nook for an expansion. Yeah, my greed kind of took a little bit over there, but for good reason. My room will be enlarged, making it so I'll have more places to put down stuff, as well as more storage to put in junk as well. And of course, it costs with a low price of 198,000 bells. Yay! More debt. I was also able to choose a new roof color, and I chose blue because it seemed more colorful than the green roof that I have now. After that, I decided to go on my second island tour of the day. The island was raining, which is a nice view because I haven't had a rainy day on my island yet. Also, there's this very ugly mouse. Penelope sounds more like the devil. Look at her. She looks so ugly. Do not move on my island. I'm out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out. Thankfully, I escaped the mouse and go on a different island which has non-native fruit for the first time. Peaches. I definitely grab a lot of these, but I also see an awesome new villager in the distance. This villager is known as Agent S, which is a peppy squirrel villager that is dressed up like a superhero. This is a type of villager that I've wanted to always have on an island or village of mine, and I finally get the chance to invite her. Also, this is the last villager that I need in order to fill up all the vacant house plots, the other two being Rhonda's and Deli's. Also, Agent S's name in German is Karen. I don't know why, but the translators got a good idea of names. Later in the day, Rudy asked me about what reactions were. I always experienced reactions used by the other characters in game, but I never really used them before, so I was getting really excited. These are the emotions that I'm able to display, and I'm very happy that Rudy was able to give me the option to express my feelings. From now on, he will be known as Reaction Rudy. The last quest of the day happened at night where I met a fellow ghost called Wisp.
Please, I haven't done anything wrong. Just let me go. A human, a real life human? I've been on this island for a long time, but I've never seen a human. Oh, you just moved here? Oh, okay. Well, that explains everything. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Wisp. Nice to meet you. Well, I'll just be honest with ya. I love the darkness, especially nighttime, but I'm afraid of ghosts. Ooh, this little run-in with you has me all shaken up. You scared some pieces of my spirit right out of me. Looks like they flew off when we bumped into each other. There's no way I can stay like this. What a pickle! I'm sorry to ask this of you, but could you maybe collect the pieces of my spirit that flew away? Otherwise, I'll be like this forever, and I cannot deal with that. Please help, I promise there'll be something good in it for you. Now, let's see here. There are 5 pieces of my spirit in all. You should be able to find them floating around the island. You'll need a net to catch them. I'm counting on you. Thank you.
Similar to Gulliver's Quest, I had to go around the whole entire island to find this floating spirits. Except they weren't just on the beach, they were literally anywhere. Good thing I got to experience the island, the whole entire island, before this day, or else I would be completely lost. It is also very interesting to note that this island seems way smaller than it actually is. After finding all 5 pieces of Wisp's spirit, I return them back to, well, Wisp.
You did it! You found all the pieces of my spirit! Come on, hand them over, hurry! Perfect! That'll be all 5 pieces!
Ta-da! Back to normal. Woo, thank goodness. And thank you, I feel wonderful. Alright, I need to give you the reward I promised. What's it gonna be? Oh, I know, flooring. Everyone loves flooring. I can give you something you don't have yet, or I can get you something expensive. So what's it gonna be? And I chose something expensive because I want something to be nice with my house. The flooring that he gave me was a blue camel flooring, which is absolutely hideous with my wallpaper. I mean, it's probably good with some other wallpaper, like the old blue wallpaper that I got, but it doesn't really fit, as you can see. Some other miscellaneous things that I did throughout the day was complete all the exterior items for all the house plots. I also bought new cool hairstyles, as well as new hair colors. Now on to day number 4. Hello everyone, this is Tom Nook. It's 11:22 a.m. this happy Monday. Now for today's news, ta-da! Today Motopia's his very own museum. Oh yes, it's a grand museum indeed, with separate exhibits for insects, fish, and fossils. Vlados, the museum curator, says he's always available to accept donations or assist fossils. A museum admission is free, so stop by whenever you like. By the way, we'll be holding a special commemorative ceremony soon as usual. Stop by resident services if you'd like to participate. That's all from me. I do hope you all enjoy another fine day. A luxurious Mutopia leaving. And of course my phone is ringing as soon as I step out the door. Got a little scared there for a second. But actually, the phone call was from Timmy, who told me about how much I sold in the Dropbox the day before. That's a lot of bells. Now opening my mail, there's very few letters and packages for me today. One was from Nooks Shopping, and then the other was from the Happy Home Academy, which congratulated me on my brand new house addition. Or, well, expansion in this case. Now opening the presents, I got my slip-on loafers that I ordered, as well as a vacuum cleaner. Very interesting. Now stepping inside my new expanded house, well, Let's just say it looks pretty beautiful. Look at all the extra space. I quickly redecorated everything by pushing it against the walls more, and then I realized that there was a ton of space left over, and I was able to put more stuff on the floor. And the end result was absolutely stunning. The wallpaper and the furniture really do match up together. While doing my Animal Crossing routine, I see a glowing spot on the ground which contains some bells. I plant these bells back into the ground to form a bell tree sapling which will grow in the next couple days. Once the tree is fully grown, there will be money bags in it, and I'll be able to shake it to get even more bells than I buried. After talking to Tom Nook about debt, I go to Nook Shopping to buy a 6-ball tee and a paisley bandana. I continue this shopping spree in Nook's Cranny, where I buy a fragrance diffuser and a board game. Walking alongside the beach, I pick up a message in the bottle that came from the ocean. Inside of it was a DIY recipe from Tybalt, which he told me that he does like 4,000 push-ups before bed. Man, he's gonna get sore. But nonetheless, he gives me a DIY recipe for a stacked wood wall. After doing the daily routine, I decide to decorate my house a little bit more. I really do want to make it feel like my own home and what I would do if I lived in a house, and this would exactly be it, a calm and peaceful sanctuary. Soon after, I decided to get my bugs, fossils, and fish and donate them all to Blathers. This took forever, and I'm super glad that I did this because those items were taking up the majority of my space. The last major task of the day was to gather materials and create them into new interior furniture for the house plots. This took an extremely long time, but was super fun because I was able to see all that was in store for crafting, from the message in the bottles that we got over the last couple days, to just getting the materials and crafting them in general. Just knowing how to craft and seeing how much that I can craft really got me some ideas for my own home. And with this, I completed all the furniture needed in order for villagers to move in. Over the span of 3 days, we'll be getting at least one villager every day. This community is gonna get rockin'! Going back to Tom Nook, he seems really excited that I completed the house plots in so little time over the span of 2 days. He does vow to get the construction done quickly, and like I said, a villager will be moving every single day for the next 3 days. So it's going to be very interesting to see who moves in at what time. He also posted what villagers are moving into what plots, so who's going to get the cliff plot? Anyways, Tom Nook gives me a reward which is about fencing. He gives me some wooden fence posts and whatnot, and tells me that the Nook Stop will sell more DIY recipes for fencing every single day via Nook Miles. As soon as I got the chance, I went to the Nook Stop to see the fence options. There were only 2 at the time, the brick fence and the Zen fence, and honestly, the brick fence feels better to me. I like the Asian style of the Zen fence, but I think the brick fence would be good for my home later on. After buying the new fences, I went to the house plots to see who claimed which plot. Plot number 1 was claimed by Deli. Plot number 2 was claimed by Agent S. And, of course, Rhonda got plot number 3. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make any ramps until I get Town Hall. But for the time being, I think our house position is definitely going to make way for more house plots in the surrounding area in the future. Now to get some real work done, I decided to make a yard out of the fencing that Tom Nook just gave me. The wooden fences are definitely going to be a good start for a yard, and I don't plan on them being a permanent fixture. I created this yard because I've been having some problems with Renee, my southern neighbor, as she started roaming into the vicinity of my house. Yeah, you might say that she's a stalker. And at last, I finally have a yard around my house. The fencing can't go all the way around because I'm at the bend of a river, but it still looks pretty beautiful. And it'll keep Renee out. And to end off today's video, I am going to show you guys the museum and the bridge ceremonies. Woo! The last and final thing that happened on day number 4 was that Harvey decided to hop onto my island. He's talking about his island next door, which is called Photopia. We will do more about this later, but basically you can take pictures with your favorite animals. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Here are some of my favorite screenshots that I've took of some balloon presents that I got. And I'll see you guys in days 5, 6, and 7. See you then.